Hi guys, and welcome back to Momma Jess Knits. I'm Jess, coming to you from Virginia. Today is June the 13th, 2025. It is a Friday, and it is almost 2 o'clock. So we're gonna, 20 minutes till 2. Anyway, I can be found on Ravelry, Instagram, Facebook, all the things, at Momma Jess Knits, and I'll have all that listed down below under the More button. I think you have to click it twice to see all the show notes and everything. I know it's been a little while since I got on here. I kept meaning to podcast, but I've had so many things going on, and I'm gonna apologize now for any background noise you hear. I'm sure you could probably hear like the wash machine going and the air running, but I'm not sure what the current temperature is, but I know it's been hot here lately. Let's see here, 84, so I am not turning the air off. So hopefully, can't hear it too loudly. And the wash machine, hopefully, isn't too distracting. And maybe on this video there won't be any animals snoring, but cannot promise that because there are currently 4 sleeping in here around me. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna start with finished objects, and I have 2 finished objects. Oh, actually, I'll start by showing you guys my summer sock knitting shirt. And I'll have the link to where you can get some of that merch down below. I also have just Momma Jess Knits, excuse me, stuff, and the summer sock knitting merch. Let's see, finished objects, I have 2. They're both socks, surprise surprise. And I don't have these blockers because they are in the smaller sizes, and I need to find some good blockers because my smaller size blockers, these socks are a little bit too big, but then my blockers that I use for like my size, the socks on them look too big, and then my blockers, they look too stretched out. So anyway, so to start off, I finished my Legacy Fiber Artz socks in the Champagne Kisses colorway, and then this was one of the minis that that came with it, and I used that mini for for cuff, heels, and toes. And it also came with a purple mini that I am planning on making a second pair of socks with and using that for heels, toes, and cuffs. So yep, so there's that all done, and those can be put in a box of socks for Christmas. I did not think this through. I don't know where I'm gonna put the, actually, put them right there for now. My second finished object is also, once again, I need some blockers for. This is in my I Love Fall and Lucky Penny. I Love Fall was a mystery colorway in 2024, but I finished a pair of socks in those. And this is Lucky Penny, I Love Fall. So yeah. So this is another one for the box of socks for Christmas. Okay, whips. I have so many whips. Surprisingly, they're not all socks. I have been on a huge, like, blanket, sort of shawl, but mostly blanket kick. So what I'm going to start out with is the Plumpy shawl that is written, it's a pattern by, no, I almost said the wrong designer. A pattern by Andrea Mowry. And I took a class, a brioche class, and this is, actually I took 2, but this is the second class, and we decided to do the Plumpy shawl. And I love it so much that I have a second and third picked out. But here is what, let me show you the right side. Here is what I have done so far. Oops, uh-oh. Come out, please. There we go. So this is the right side, and this is the wrong side. So I love how that is working up. I'm almost finished with section 4. And then, oh my goodness. Hold on, my yarn is all tangled. Okay. And I'll show you the yarn that I'm using for that. I am using Emma's Sporty Weight. Is that right? Hang on. Let's not get it caught in the zipper that's in this bag. Yeah. So Sporty is the name of the yarn. So this one is the blue speckled. And then, sorry for that noise, I'm trying to find the other belly band. Let's see. Teal-alicious is of course the teal color. And then the other color, the purple color, is Crown Jewel. And that is the purple. And then the next color is going to be this pretty purple speckled. Let me see what that color is. I gotta pull the tag out of the middle here, if I can get it. Oh, please don't pull out a ton of yarn. Okay, that one is that colorway. Fantasia. And I'm close to getting ready to add this colorway. So I'm excited. I really want to finish up that section 4. I think I have 16 more rows and I'll be finished with that one. And that is that shawl. Once again. And that is in a Delaque bag, I think. I got it. Hold on, and I'll show you the bag. Let me just get it snapped up. Is it Delaque? Yeah, Delaque. I got that for a local yarn shop day. I'm gonna put that behind me so I have space. So that was the Plumpy Shawl by Andrea Mowry. I've got colors for 2 more picked out. I'm gonna be showing you one of those later. The other one I did not bring the yarn in here for to show because I'm still trying to decide if I'm gonna do a 4 color or a 3 color, because you can do 3 or 4 colors. I think the Sport Weight is written for 3 colors, but I decided to do 4, and DK is written for 4 colors. So yeah, we'll see. The next thing that I have worked a lot on is my Moon Glow Jelly Roll blanket. So the Moon Glow is the DK Weight sets that I get each month. I'll show you this one because this is going to be the next one to go in my blanket. It's the 2025 Rainbow Yarn Club. So These are the next ones that are going to be going into my blanket. They're getting kind of a little blown out, but yeah. So I have gotten quite a bit done on this, I believe, since the last time I showed it. Uh-oh, here we go. So I finished the first 2 strips. I'm just gonna slowly move. And I have started the 3rd strip. And I've got not a lot left on that color to add to that 3rd strip. And then, like I said, I'll be adding in these, and then it'll go to don't want that on the ground, to these, and then to these, and then greens are coming in the mill. So, yeah, so I've gotten a good bit done on that. I'm happy with, oh lordy, I'm happy with the progress that I've gotten done on that. And I think, oh, actually I did mark where I was last time. So, I think I did. Hold on, I'm getting this all tangled up. I think I was right here last time I podcast. Is that right? Yes, I was right here the last time I podcast. So I got all of this done and that. So I'm gonna move my progress keeper, because this little progress keeper is just marking where I started the second bundle of colors. So let me move my little gnome while I am sitting here with it out, thinking about it. Oh goodness. All right, got him moved. Now we're gonna put that back in the bag, and I'm keeping that in a really nice Moon Glow bag that I got with one of my advents that I got from her one year. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it in there until I can't fit it down in there again. And that was, the jelly roll is by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. Boop, 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 boop. I got stuff falling because I got it all stacked up here. Trying to keep some organization. It's not working out too well. All right, my next project. So I started getting Ruby and Rose's, her color wheel collection. So the collection is 15 mini skeins. You can either get 10 gram minis or 20 gram minis. I missed out on getting the 20 gram minis the first time I ordered, because it's not a like subscription, like it doesn't happen every month like the Moon Glow does. You have to go in and order it each month. So I can't remember if I missed out on getting the 10 gram ones the second month, or I just decided to get the 10 gram. But I think I'm gonna just stick with the 10 grams, and because I'm getting 3 blankets out of the 10 gram minis. So let's see the best way to, this is being kept in a Bags by Awesome Granny bag for now. There are 3 blankets in here, so sorry for the crinkle, but that has some of my second month minis in it. I'm just gonna set that right there so we don't have to listen to that the whole time. And I'm gonna start with the one that I'm the furthest on, which is my Battenberg blanket. I have the entire first row or first month minis are all, I'm doing 2 rows each. So I started with like the first, what I'm calling the first mini here, and then the 15th mini here. So this way I'm going 1 through 15, and this way I'm going 15 down to 1. And then I have started adding the second month's minis in. So I've got, let's see, that many second month minis in. Well, you don't want to stay up. Here, let me hold it like this. That way they'll hang down and you can see. And I've actually been pretty good and woven in a lot of the ends. I still have some, as you can see, hanging down to weave in. But, yep. So I've gotten that many added in. And then once I get this row complete, as you can see, it's the second row, but I couldn't start the second row until I got the second month's worth, because you connect the 4 colored squares with the undyed yarn, which is what I'm using, or your main color yarn. So yeah, so once I get some more of those colors, so I have 10 more to make squares out of and add to this blanket, and then I can start doing the third row once I get all those squares crocheted up. And this is the Battenberg blanket by, oh my goodness, I forgot, but it will be down below. I want to say Cherry Heart, but I'm not sure if that's correct. It'll all be linked down below though. So I'm doing, that's one blanket that I'm doing with that. The other one is a memories blanket. So I'm doing every other square in an undyed yarn, and then the other squares will be done in Ruby and Roses. I'm still on the first month for this one. I'm adding this super bright, woo, hot pink color right now. But that is what I have done on this one. And the pattern that I follow for the memories blanket is by Georgie Nicolson. So there is that. And then the last blanket that I'm doing is a jelly roll by Kay Jones of the Bakery Bears. And I am not very far in this one at all. I just started adding the third color. I crocheted a bit too much yesterday on the Battenberg, and my wrist was kind of hurting when I went to bed last night, so I have not crocheted today, so I'm not sure when I'll get back to that blanket. Sorry, I've got that down in this bag right now just to help me keep it separate and not have everything getting all bunched up and knotted up and all that good stuff. For the Battenberg blanket, because I was asked this last night and I was like, oh, I don't know. I am using a 3.25 millimeter crochet hook to make those little squares, and I'm doing the 3 rounds, You can do more rounds. I know that, excuse me while I shove that down in there. I'm not going to zip that. I'm just going to set it aside. I know Nitty Natty, when she did hers, I think she did 4 rounds, but I like the 3 rounds. I'm going to stick with that. So that was what I'm making with the Ruby and Roses Color Wheel collection. She's only had 2 come out so far. I know the 3rd comes out sometime this month. I'm not sure when. Excuse me while I get a little drink. All right. The next thing that I've been working on is in a Ginger Snap Fibers bag. One of my first bags from her. And I've got 2 socks down in here. So let's see. We're going to talk about this one first. This is my Lolodidit Lolodidit Hippo for February Amethyst. That's the colorway. And I am on the heel flap. I've got, I think, 8 more rows of the heel flap to do before I can do the heel turn. But I like how that's turning out. It's very nice. So I worked on that a little bit this morning, not a whole lot. I need to get back to working on it. Get that heel turn done so that I can start working on the gusset. The other sock that is in this bag is a Knit Picks Felici. Where's the band? Here we go. Knit Picks Felici Space Disco. And I'm not very far on this one. I finished the cuff and I have 1 row of the leg done. But this is what it looks like. So I'm just getting ready to get to this light blue. I thought that was very Star Wars-y. So that's why I decided to make that. I actually picked out some Knit Picks Felici for each member of my family that I'm making boxes of socks for. And so I decided to start with that one. Actually, one I already got, theirs are already done, but so I started with that, and I need to get over to Lisa of 72 Stitches and Knit All the Yarn podcast is her podcast. She's doing a stripe along. Knit All the Stripes. Knit All the Stripes is what she's calling it. So I need to get over there and add that to it. So let's see what's next. Got my little cheat sheet notes over here. In a Red Lady Creates bag. My little gnomes. I think I've gotten a lot of work done on this since I last showed it. But I have a Yarnable sock in here from, I think it was September 2021, called Born to Be Mild. And I am on the foot. My little coffee gnome by Lock and Lou. Oh, come on. You need to show your cute little gnome holding a coffee bean. I love the way these are working up. It's pretty cool. And I just started the foot on this one. I think I've gotten maybe 5 rows into the foot. So hopefully I can get these finished. At least one of them finished soon. All right. And a while back, I ordered some Ruby and Roses yarn from her Downton Abbey collection. And I got that, and I promptly, oh, this is another Red's Lady Creates bag. She knows me too well, man. All these gnomes. I'm a sucker for them. All right. So I ordered, I think I got 2 sock sets and then some full skeins, because when I saw this sock set, I was just originally going to get it and make myself a pair of socks. And then I was like, I'm going to do that. And then I have 2 daughters that are going to be like, my favorite color is green. I want a pair of socks in that. I'm so glad that I ordered some full skeins of it so I could make us all socks with it, because that's exactly what happened with one daughter. She saw it and she's like, oh, I want socks out of that. So this is Ruby and Roses on her soft rose base, which is 8515. And this one is the Ready to Travel sock set. And I am on the leg of it. So it came with this gorgeous dark green, which is what I knew the girls were gonna like. And, oops, oh, come on. And this is the main skein. And this is what I have done so far. Got the cuff done and a little bit of the leg. So beautiful. And that's just going to be a plain vanilla sock, which is what I almost always knit. I love my little gnomes. Okay. Yes, I know this is a winter bag that I'm getting ready to show. I use my bags year round. So this is a shawl that I was not able to show until recently, because it's one of the colorways that I dyed for our Virginia Blue Ridge yarn crawl, and that is now ended, so I can show the colorway. It is being housed in a Cozy Sky Co bag, and it is the Octave shawl, and it is in my colorway Gwen. And I started knitting it, and then I kind of put it aside to work on some other things. But here we go. Let's get these needles. There we go. And it's got my little gnome holding a bird's nest. But there is what I have done so far. There you go. Now you can see that beautiful lace. But maybe I'll get back to that once I finish my Plumpy, or maybe I'll knit on it some in between finishing my Plumpy and some socks. I mean, it is like summer sock knitting time, so I should be knitting my socks. But like I said, I have been hooked on blankets mostly. And I really want to finish this Plumpy because I have, you know, 2 more picked out to knit up. So there's that. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to show that is a whip is the Summer Sock Knitting 2025 sock set. So if you do not want to see it, look away, skip ahead, but I'm gonna show it now, because a lot of it is out there amongst you all, so a lot of you guys have already seen it, some of you guys are already working with it and whatnot, and that is being housed in a Robin's Nest bag, which I thought was so totally appropriate for summer. This little bag is so cute. And I'm going to show it now. So look away if you don't want to see it. This is my heels, toes, and cuff color. I had a full skein, so I'm going to use the full skein of it. And this is Summer Sock 2025. Summer Sock Knitting 2025. And I've got the cuff and the leg. It has been started. I'm excited. I hope you guys love that as much as I do. All right, I put it away. So if you looked away, you can turn back around. I'm just going to show the bag now one more time. And that, it's not all my whips, but that's what I've been working on. If you're a friend of mine on Ravelry, you know I have a bajillion whips. So, but I'm not going to spend hours upon hours showing you all of them. So, I'm trying to figure out where we should jump in. I'm going to show you some of the... I'm going to show you what I'm going to work on next, and then I'll show you some of the summer sock knitting prizes that people have donated. Okay, the Plumpy shawl. This is one of the ones that I'm planning on doing. So I'm going to do Emma's. I know this is a mix between DK and sport weight that I'm going to show you. The friend who taught the class, I copied her and she made a Plumpy out of these colors and she mixed them, so it's fine. So this is one of the colors, and it's, yeah, there we go. And it is Emma's Kale colorway. And then Emma's So Sporty in the Hammered. And this one's already been caked up because I want to get started on this. It is Emma's So Sporty Nailed It colorway. I'm trying to decide the best way to, there we go. Let me just pull this back. Okay. So that is going to be my next Plumpy shawl. It is gorgeous together. Gorgeous. And then my other one, I'm going to use some of my DK weight yarn, but I know that I'm going to use Silver Fox, and I know that I'm going to use tie-dye. I'm leaning towards using Totally Teal, and I'm trying to think if I want to use a fourth color or just keep it at those three. We'll see. I've not decided yet. Then, in a bag by Awesome Granny, Bags by Awesome Granny, I have caked up, let's see, I think I can, yeah, I can show this page. So I'm going to do a little dress, and it's by Rebecca Newman. Let me pull it up on my phone so I can show you in color what the dress looks like. Here we go. Come on. Here we go. That, try not to, there we go. That is what the dress looks like. And I am going to make it in my Gwen colorway. So there's a special little girl who I get to claim as a grandbaby, who's not really my grandbaby, but I'm claiming her anyway. I was told I could claim her by her mom. And so her first birthday is coming up, and I'm going to make that dress for her. I'm going to make it big enough to where it, I think I'm going to make a size 2 because she is really like long. Like she's very tall. Her parents are pretty tall. So I'm going to make her a size 2. That way she can wear it a while. And so I need to get started on that because her birthday is next month. So that's what's going to eventually get on my needles. I did cast on my May. This is in a Ginger Snap Fibers bag. I did cast on my May bag. And I mean, I literally cast it on the very last day of May. That's all I have done. So I did manage to get that cast on in May. I picked my June bag this morning. Oh, come on. There we go. I picked my June bag this morning, which is a Red's Lady Creates bag. And inside, there's actually 2 sock sets in here, but I'm just gonna do one. And I decided to do Legacy Fiber Arts in their Potting Shed colorway. I think I bought this last summer. This is the main color. Just so pretty. Oh my goodness. It has come undone in here. There we go. And it came with these 2 minis. So that is going to be my June cast on. I'm super excited for it. Don't know when I'm going to cast it on, but you know, I picked it out this morning. We're only like almost halfway through. It's fine. And then, so I've dyed up a couple of new colorways and sold out of them. So fingers crossed I will be able to get some more dyed up next week and get those loaded in my shop. But in a Pink Owl Stitches bag, which is my first bag I've ever gotten from this person, I have, and I need help trying to decide for sure what color I'm going to put with it. But this is my, I'm going to take the little sock thing off of it. This is my Just One More Chapter, which is another colorway in my Bookworm collection. And I'm trying to decide if I want to do Wow That's Bright with it, which I'm leaning more towards putting this with my Knit Picks Lisa colorway and using Midnight with this instead. What do you guys think? Midnight? Let's see if I can hold these all together. Or Wow That's Bright. Let me know what you think, because I have not cast this on, obviously, because I'm trying to decide. Or should I just not do a contrasting color and just knit with just the Just One More Chapter colorway? I have not decided. Put this little sock thing back on. All right, there we go. So let me know what you think about that. Then my other new colorway, this is a mess because I had it down in my bag and it just kind of got all shuffled. This one is called she's a wild one. Let me show you the non-crazy end. Yeah, like I said, it's started coming out. And I want to cast that on too. That's got a lot of different colors in it, so I think this one I'm not going to do a contrasting heel, toes, or cuff. I think I'm just going to just cast it on by itself. I think. We'll see. The other stuff that I am contemplating, because I used to, and I do. I save, anytime I dye up a new colorway, I always pull out a skein for myself. Because originally I had the goal of knitting a pair of socks in all of my colorways. I have over 100 colorways, so I am way behind. But I dyed these up a long time ago. Like, this is one of the first colorways that I dyed up, and I never knit anything with it. And that is my Sunshine Orchid colorway. So I want to cast on and make a pair of socks out of this. And I did start a shawl with this years ago, but I kind of put it aside because I got going on it, and then I noticed that you have to keep changing needle sizes throughout it, and I got annoyed with that, so I put it aside and really don't even know where it is right this moment. But I want to make some socks out of my Beautiful Day colorway. And this year I made a Beautiful Day mini skein set, and all of these are currently in my Etsy shop if you're interested in it. But I thought that might be kind of fun to make some scrappy socks out of. I don't know. What do you think? I have not made scrappy socks. I started a pair and with Felici yarn, and then I just kind of lost interest. So I don't know if I want to do a scrappy pair or not, but I thought that might be kind of fun. Or I kind of want to do a Sweet Shop blanket using my colorways also. So I could just use these for all the Momma Jess blankets that I have going on. I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. But, and then I've got some socks other socks that I need to get cast on using the crawl colorways. And yeah, I need to get back to my sock mojo and get going, especially since it's summer sock knitting. All right. I'm going to show you some of the prices that have come in for summer sock knitting. If you want to send a price, donate a price, please feel free to send me a message, let me know. Either email me or message me on Instagram or Ravelry, however you want to reach out. So Maggie of CB Yarn Co. sent me two things of yarn. One of them is a 75-25 100 gram. It's called April Showers Bring May Flowers. I love that. It is so bright, so fun. These little speckles right through there. So she sent me that, and then she sent me a sock set, and I've seen this one knit up. This one is Sunscreen and Pool Floaties. How cute is that? I've seen this knit up. It's very pretty. So that is two of the yarn prizes. And then, oh goodness, let me get this out. Sorry for the crinkling, but I'm gonna keep these in the bag. So Red's Lady Creates, Tammy sent me 2 bags for a giveaway. There is this one, which is a snap top bag. These are one of my favorite bags from her. I love the little snap tops because you can, you know, feed the yarn out, you can roll it down. Your yarn doesn't get caught in zippers. So that's one. You guys know I love this print. This is the other. And I have had some other people reach out and ask if they can send prizes. Absolutely can. But so far, those are 4 prizes. I still need to go through my yarn stash and pick out a few things. I do know one thing that I'm gonna give away. I just have to find it, and I'll show that another time. So yeah, so super exciting. If you want to join the summer sock knitting and you have not yet, you can either join us on Instagram using the hashtag MJK Summer Sock Knitting 2025, and I will post that hashtag right there. Or you can join the Ravelry group. There's quite a few people over there. There's a chat thread. There is a finished object thread. So yeah, you can join either way. I will probably do a couple of giveaways later this month. I want to do some giveaways like each month of it because it runs all the way through August the 31st. And then do like, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do for like as a kind of like a grand prize at the very end. So yeah, we'll see. And it's not, the prizes are going to be randomly chosen off of finished socks. Not how many you've made and that kind of thing. It's just going to be a random generator thing to pick who wins what prizes. Sorry if you can hear my one dog. She decided to get up from her nap and wander around the house now. Her human's not home. She's looking for her, but you know. Anyway, so yeah, so that's what I have been up to, and I've noticed that I am now past 45 minutes, and I need to get off here and get some stuff done, you know, feed my kids. I need to actually eat, all that good stuff. So I'm going to end this podcast here, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful summer. I hope that you're getting in lots of knitting, crocheting, crafting, whatever you're up to, into. And just keep on crafting, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye.